Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled The Closing of the Palestinian Mission in Washington and Belief in God. Sounds like there's no connection, but there certainly is, in my opinion. It's a big question, big philosophical question. Someone who's a heretic, we say he has no place in this world or in Olam Haba. He's a min, he's a kofar, he's a apikoros. Different terms are used to describe such a person. Rambam specifically uses the word min to describe someone who doesn't believe in God. Rav Chanan Wasserman asks a simple question. He said, you have great philosophers, some of the greatest minds out there, physicists, scientists. They don't believe in God. So we're going to ask a 13-year-old. The 13-year-old is obligated in all the mitzvot. So a 13-year-old has to believe in God when some of the greatest minds of the world don't. He said, how can we demand that of a 13-year-old and above, that he has to believe in God or else he's a man, he's considered a heretic? So Rav Chanan Wasserman says, really, any basic, rational, logical mind should believe there's a creator to this universe. And it's only someone who's distorted who would go ahead and believe there's no first cause, there's no creator. We are not getting into how many years the universe is. Was there a process of evolution? That's a separate discussion. We're getting into a simple question. Is there a God behind this great, magnificent universe? That's the question. Rav Chanan Wasserman says, any clear thinker should say yes. And yes, some people have a Yetzer Hara where they want to deny God, and they'll come up with the craziest ideas of how to deny God. But that's a shell. That is the Yetzer Hara. A klipa that's stopping the mind from seeing what's simple and clear. That's Rav Chanan Wasserman, a statement of why every child from the early stage, in the 13s, is responsible already to believe in God when some of the greatest minds of the world don't. Because the greatest minds are overcome by Yetzer Hara to deny a simple reality. That's what he says there. Now, how does that connect to the mission, the PLO mission to Washington? Of course, there's so many lies and accusations against Israel, apartheid country. We don't give any rights to the Arabs. And the Arabs and the Palestinians have one great lie after another. And the Obamas of the world and the UN of the world just go for all the lies. I'm not getting into politics in a two-state nation. Is it a viable solution or not? I'm not touching that question. A simple point to call us an apartheid nation. And we have given no rights. The Arabs here in Israel, doctors, lawyers, Supreme Court. It's a big lie to say we give no right to the Arabs. And yes, that is the line in the UN. And the Palestinian issue is an issue that has to be worked out. But to go ahead and have lie after lie after lie, and the world buys it, anyone with a clear mind will see what is a lie, what's not a lie. We've offered to come to the negotiation table time after time. Whether it's a good move on our part or not is a separate question. And for the Palestinians, they need conditions in order to sit with us. But that's not how they put it out to the world. So the Obamas and the UNs go for all these lies and conditions. A straight, clear mind in this area like Trump, where all the Yetzer Hara is just gone to go ahead and trash the Jews and the old anti-Semitism, which could go ahead and concoct the most ridiculous arguments. So Baruch Hashem, he doesn't have those klipas, those irrational, misguided kind of feelings that cause everyone to go crazy, and he just sees the truth. Wait a second. All you're doing is, instead of going to the negotiation table with the Jewish state, you're just condemning them and going to the national courts against them. Well, that's no approach to peace. I'm defunding you. I'm closing you down. It is what I call the Seichel HaYashar, which is not covered by irrationality, just like Rav Chanan Wasserman said about belief in God, where it's not covered by irrational feelings and instincts and emotions. So in no way am I talking here about a peace plan. Should we? But that's another discussion. Just talking about a group of people that had lies after lies after lies, and the world fell for it all. And why would the world fall for it and fund billions and billions of dollars to Gaza, and so much that they're using to build tunnels, which the world is officially not supporting, but they do it anyway. Obviously, there's so much irrationality and hatred against the Jews. It just blinded them and blinded so much of the world. And you have a person like Trump that just says, no. Simple pshat, simple emes, which is not distorted by all the irrational feelings that people have towards the Jewish people. So I think there's a fair comparison between a simple, rational conviction in God and a simple, rational conviction that there's a distortion going on here and these people abuse their rights and therefore the mission is closed. Mitzvah Hashem, we should have more people around the world with a simple, rational, clear outlook on those areas that are not Morav and not complex. In this topic, as we mentioned, there's plenty of complex areas, land, peace, and all that. That's not the discussion here. Just that one simple point, may we all have clarity in these kind of clear points. Shalom.